Hey everyone, welcome to Wishing Well BBQ. I'm Dustin Wells, and today we're going to make lollipop chicken. Let's do it. Why cook ordinary chicken legs when you can take a little bit of extra time to give a really good presentation and make them so much more fun to eat? Hey, let's quit wasting time because I cannot wait to eat these. Let me show you what we got to do to get them ready for the smoker. I went to my local grocery store and picked up a pack of chicken legs. And the first thing I want to do is get this skin as dry as I can with a paper towel, and then I want to take my knife and I want to cut right here on the bottom bone where that meat starts to form. When cutting around this part, you want to make sure that you go all the way to the bone so that you cut through all of that cartilage. Once you get that knife all the way to the bone, then you're just going to grab this skin and pull it right over the bottom part of this leg, and you may have to use a knife or a paper towel to help you get it off. Now that I have that bone nice and cleaned up, I'm just going to take this skin and pull it up to the top of the leg. You'll see that that reveals some of that extra cartilage that we have in the leg, and if you'll take your finger and feel inside of here, you'll see that we have a small bone right here, and we just want to go ahead and grab that and pull that off. Taking the extra time to do this is going to ensure that we have a better bite on our final product. There's all kinds of products that you can use that's going to hold this lollipop chicken in place, but what I like to do is just take my knife and cut off the top part of this leg. That way it sits up nice and straight. And that's it. That's a perfectly trimmed chicken lollipop. Now let's go ahead and season it. The first thing I'm going to do to these lollipop chickens is spray them down with a little bit of vegetable oil. That way we get a nice crispy skin and we have a binder for our seasoning. You know, for this cook, I'm going to use my Wishing Well BBQ competition style rub, but if you don't have this, you can use any barbecue seasoning you like. I'm going to make sure I give these lollipops a nice heavy dose of my dry rub, but I don't want to get any on that bone because I want to keep that as clean as I can. And this is exactly what I'm looking for, so you know what time it is. It's time to fire up the smoker. Today I'm cooking on my Oklahoma Joe Bronco drum smoker, and I'm going to fill up my charcoal basket with lumped charcoal and get it in the drum smoker and get it fired up with my propane torch. Once I've got half of those coals going, I'm going to go ahead and put 4 chunks of hickory wood, and I want to adjust my dampers to get the smoker up to 325 degrees. Hey, now we're ready to get the lollipop chicken on the smoker, so let's get it on, close it down, and let it cook. We're getting close to the end of our cook with our lollipop chicken, so we're going to go ahead and make a glaze so that we can dip this lollipop chicken in once it's done. The first thing I'm going to add is my Wishing Well BBQ house barbecue sauce, and I'm going to add about 1 cup worth. To that, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of butter, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, and you know I've got to have that honey for the money, so I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of that. We're going to give that a nice mix, and then we're going to put it right on the smoker with our chicken so that all those flavors can incorporate together. All right, we've had the lollipop chicken on for about an hour, and check that out. Doesn't that just look amazing? Look at the color on that. That looks awesome. Our sauce is looking really awesome too. The legs are sitting at about 173 degrees, so this is the perfect temperature to glaze them, so let's do it. Wait a second, I just can't dunk these in here just like a regular old guy. You know I gotta be fancy. Hey, cue the music. We have got these lollipop chicken legs off of the smoker, and whew, they smell amazing. Hey, you know what I've got to do? I've got to take a bite of these, but before we do, let's talk about what we did to get here. The first thing I did was go to the grocery store and pick up a pack of chicken legs. I took my knife and cut around the bone right where the meat started to form, and I took off that extra skin and cartilage right off of the bone. Then I took a paper towel and dabbed it dry and sprayed a little bit of oil on it. Then I seasoned it with my Wishing Well BBQ competition style rub all over and put it on the smoker at 325 degrees. I let it cook for about an hour until the internal temperature reached 175 degrees. Then I took it and dunked it in my amazing glaze, which was my Wishing Well BBQ house barbecue sauce, butter, brown sugar, and honey. We let it glaze for about 10 minutes, and now here we are. And I tell you what, I can't wait any longer. I've got to take a bite. Hey, cheers to you. Cheers to a good cook. Let's take a bite. Man, that's so good. I'm really hoping you can see this, but that skin is nice and crispy and bite through. That competition style rub gives such an amazing flavor, and you know it gives a really good color too. But that final glaze with the brown sugar and the honey and the butter, oh man, that just really gives an amazing flavor. I tell you what, if you've never made lollipop chicken, don't just cook some boring old chicken legs, make them into lollipops, and then they are phenomenal. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you like what we're doing here on the Wishing Well BBQ channel, make sure you click that subscribe button below so that you don't miss out on any of the fun. Make sure you also check out all of our other socials, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Thank you so much again for watching, and as always, we'll see you next time.